July in the grounds of Bill Park near Reading, and last year it attracted 1,500 attendees from over 36 countries from around the world. So it'll be a great opportunity to learn from some true masters and yoga practitioners.
So if you've been inspired by today and you'd like a little bit more of the action, 7th to the 9th of July, you can join in the Yoga Festival. And here to tell us about it is the co-founder of the World Yoga Festival, Ram Banerjee. Ram is totally dedicated to his exploration of yoga, in particular the 8 aspects of yoga. And today with us he's going to be focusing on the knowledge path of interesting. Welcome to the stage, Ram.
Thank you very much. Hello everyone. My name is Ram Banerjee. I'm co-founder of the World Yoga Festival. It's taking place in 2 weeks' time, and it was really our wish to bring back the authentic nature of yoga back in the West. People think of yoga mostly as an exercise, as an asana, and I wanted to introduce all the other 8 aspects, right from correct living, through asana, the postures, through pranayama, the breathing technique, the meditation. You've all done that today, right through to the self-realization of who we are. Because yoga is designed to reduce suffering. Not only just suffering of the physical body, but suffering of the mind also. So if you'd just like to sit down, we aren't going to do any postures for 15 minutes. You can do it with the next group. This is going to be a mind exercise. This is about knowledge. This is how to turn information into knowledge. And when people thought of this, the ancient rishis thought of 3 different techniques. Nobody teaches you how to learn. What we're going to do is, I'm going to tell you how to learn, and then we'll do a short little exercise that says whether you have learned anything or not out of the process. So first of all, the first thing you must do to acquire knowledge is you must listen. And you must listen without judgment. Because when you judge, you are judging with things that you already know. And if you judge in that way, you will never receive any new knowledge, any new information. So the first thing you must do is not judge what comes to you. And when it comes to you, you must listen so intently that you're able to repeat it back again, paraphrase it back, so you've heard it correctly. Number 2, you must analyze what it is that you've heard and ask all the questions necessary to eliminate all the doubts within what you have heard of the information provided. Then finally, stage 3, you take that information in and you contemplate it. And when you contemplate it, you find out whether that is truth for you. This is the way you learn. Most people, the weight of the cloth is also 200 grams. So you mean to tell me that the cloth weighs 200 grams, the t-shirt weighs nothing, and you think that the t-shirt is substantial and that is real? It has no weight. It is just a name we give to cloth that is currently manifesting as a t-shirt. Cloth could be made into trousers, it could be made into a hat, into a handkerchief, whatever, all right? The reality of the t-shirt is the cloth. The t-shirt borrows the reality from the cloth. It does not have reality of its own. In the same way, the cloth borrows its reality from the yarn. The yarn borrows it from the fibers borrow it from the molecules, from the atoms, and it goes further and further back. All of these are effects. The cause goes back to subatomic particles and further, and it goes into what's known as a single reality from which everything is derived. That reality in Sanskrit is called Brahman, comes from the Sanskrit root bra, meaning big. So everything is the one underlying reality, which manifests as all the objects in the world, whether they are physical, non-physical, whether they're living, non-living, whether they're sentient or insentient. Everything is from the initial single reality cause. Okay, that's the analysis. Now the third stage is the contemplation. Now if you're sitting down, you may close your eyes because you're going to contemplate on what you've just heard. You can keep your eyes open, but closed is better. So now contemplate that the reality of things around you is based on its cause. That cause ultimately is a single cause which occupies everything. It's limitless, it's timeless, it is spaceless. It is the one underlying reality that is the basis of all. And when you start thinking about that, you realize that the basis of you is the same basis as me. We're all made out of the same stuff. We're made out of the same stuff as the trees. We're made out of the same stuff as the mountain. Made of the same stuff, then why do we fight? We fight with others. They are made of the same stuff as us. Underlying reality of everything is the same. We should be loving all things. We should be loving the planet because it is effectively all us. This is the unity that yoga talks about. This is the unity, the understanding of which is the final stage of yoga. When your body is calm through postures, when your life forces are at ease with pranayama, when your breathing techniques allows you to be, then it's the mental capacity of meditation that allows you to quieten your mind so that you may contemplate on the truth of who you are. This is why yoga is unity. That's why we're here celebrating the International Day of Yoga. The unity of yoga in the world, bringing us all together. And that's what we celebrate with the World Yoga Festival. Oh, but you will be there because there is nowhere that you are not. It is infinite. You are infinite. That's why you can feel in touch with an entire planet and certainly empathy with others. You have started to take a glimpse of the understanding of unity that yoga produces. So please open your eyes. So thank you very much for that little exercise. So remember, it was you first of all, what are the three exercises? You first of all hear without judgment. Secondly, you analyze so that all doubts are removed. And thirdly, you contemplate it to make it your own truth. And through this mechanism, you'll be able to find the truth, the real self-awareness that yoga is all about. This is what we do at the Yoga Festival. We've got 3 days. We have masters from all over the world, all aspects of yoga. Most of the yoga schools that you've seen on stage today will be at the festival, but there will also be experts in pranayama, in Ayurvedic cooking, in astrology, all the aspects of yoga from the best masters from around the world. We hope to see you there, and thank you very much indeed for taking out the time to listen to me.